you ready to take your red lipstick game to the next level? Keep watching and I'll show you some tricks to elevate and polish your look, and a secret that I do at the very end to bring it all together seamlessly. By the way, I'm Jeannie. I'm a pro makeup artist. I work with celebrities, beauty brands, and everyone in between. Welcome to my channel. Step 1, we're gonna exfoliate. Preferably with a lip scrub if you have a washcloth, with a little bit of oil, face oil, olive oil, whatever you have, it works. Just rub it against your lips and remove any of the rough texture or just really any texture that you might have on your lips. Lip scrubs aren't really my favorite, I'll be honest, but they get the job done. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and then just take some and then go to town. A little really does go a long way, as you can see. I also like to do this before I do any of my base makeup because it, as you can also see, it gets everywhere. And if you buy the right kind, they actually taste good because this is a sugar scrub. So thanks, B3 Balm. I'm just gonna remove it with a cloth and see why I said that I do it before I do any of my base, because it just kind of gets everywhere, but it is a necessary step. After that, I like to do the touch check just to make sure I don't have any rogue pieces of sugar or scrub on my face. Okay, step 2, which you should follow up immediately after doing the scrub, is moisture. This is the Laneige sleeping mask. I love this stuff. I don't just wear it to bed, I wear it all day long. But hydrate those lips. I'm gonna go ahead and do my foundation on my eyes and I'll be right back. So my face and my eyes are done, as are my brows. So the next step we're gonna do is concealer. I'm gonna conceal my lips entirely. It's gonna look a little weird at first, but that way when we put the lipstick on top of it, it's going to reveal the true color of the lipstick. There won't be any tint or anything from my natural lip color that's going to peek through. First, I wanna blot off what I have on my lips right now, just removing any of that residual lip balm that we have on. And next we'll take any concealer that you have on hand. I'm just gonna use the one that I used under my eyes, which is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Dark Spots. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. It's just how I work. It's always easier to work off of the back of your hand because you have more control. I'm just gonna take what I have and then, like I said, it's gonna look a little weird, I know. Don't panic. I'm gonna take my blender and just tap any excess. And then take any pressed powder and press it on top of the concealer. This is the Hourglass Translucent Veil Powder. I love this powder. I have one in my personal stash and one in my kit. That's how much I love it. I'm just gonna take my blender, tap it on my hand, and just set that concealer. So the next step is lipstick. I know many people do lip liner first, but I actually mostly do lipstick first, and then I take the lip liner and I fill in and perfect the edges. It's all personal preference. This is just what I like to do. The lipstick I'm using today is Bobbi Brown's Red Carpet Red. It's more of a neutral red, which basically means it has a nice blend of both blue and orange undertones. A lot of times I tend to go for neutral reds because they're sort of a fail-safe. They look good on pretty much everybody, no matter what your undertone, no matter what your skin tone. So I always feel like it's a pretty safe option. Just filling in. I'm not gonna perfect the shape yet, I just wanna get the color on. Also, when you're doing a red lip, make sure you go all the way to the corners. I don't wanna see that gap between your top lip and your bottom lip. I'm gonna blot. And then apply another layer red on top. Again, not worrying about the shape. We'll figure that out later. I know it looks totally wonky, but first layer's on. So the next step is where we're gonna level it up. We're gonna use 2 lip liners. As you can see, one of them's pretty red, and then we have another one that's a bit deeper. These are from Sisley. I love the brand, I love these liners, but you can definitely get beautiful lip liners from the drugstore or MAC, which I also love. Cherry from MAC is one of my OG ride or die lip liner favorites. I love that one. And I would use that one if I could find it, but I think it's a stub at this point, and it's hiding somewhere amongst my makeup stash. We're gonna take the first one, which is Ruby. It's the closest to the color that I have on right now, and we're gonna line the entire lips. You're gonna notice that I'm gonna cheat on both sides of my upper lip because my one side of my lip is actually a little lower than the other side, and I always aim for having a symmetrical red lip. I don't have lip injections. No offense to anyone that has them, but I do the correction with the lip liner because I don't have perfect lips. Taking it on the bottom. Again, remember I said to go all the way to the corner. Bottom lip perfected. Now we're gonna do the top. Start with the Cupid's bow. And I usually start on one side and then I go on the other side. Everyone has their own way of doing it. So I meet it all the way down. So the one side is a little higher than the other, so I'm gonna fix it. So check underneath and make sure that line is nice and symmetrical. And then we're gonna take the deeper lip liner and we're gonna go over the entire lip line, starting on the outer corners. And make sure that you're using the flat edge of the pencil and use it to blend the deeper color into the shade that's already on your lips. Like that. We're gonna do another blot, just to make sure it's on there. And then I'm gonna take another red lipstick. I know, it's a lot of lipsticks, it's a lot of liners and a lot of lipsticks, but it really does create such a beautiful, beautiful lip. This is from Maybelline. This is one of my favorite red mattes. This is called Red For Me, and I'm just gonna put it in the center. And that is the red lip, but I'm not done yet. I don't know if you've noticed that I don't have anything on my cheeks except for foundation. One of the secrets that I use whenever I'm doing a red lip on a client or on myself is that I do the lip first and then I do the cheeks. Because I don't want to make the mistake of putting too much on the cheeks and then putting a bright lip on and having it look overdone or just too bright. Sometimes I'll even put the lip on before I put on any eye makeup, just to make sure that everything is balanced. One of my personal secrets to a really beautiful red lip, in my opinion, is making sure that the rest of the face is really polished and flawless. That way, the red lip balances everything out and it doesn't compete with anything else on your face. With a red lip, I always wear bronzer, so I have this lip tinted bronzer that I'm just going to lightly tap into. It's very pigmented, so we're just gonna sculpt. And because I live for glossy skin and I just can't seem to ever do a makeup without one, I'm gonna go in with the Super Dew No Shade from Tower 28 just on my fingers. And I like to press it together, warm up the product, and then just tap. So here's the finished red lip. I really love this. I think it's a great way to look put together, polished and perfected without too much effort. I know it's a couple of steps, but trust me, once you start doing it this way, you won't be able to go back to just sort of throwing it on. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me a comment below of any thoughts that you have or maybe any more ideas for more tutorials. I'm just getting started and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.